This episode of Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard was recorded on February 21st, 2015 at Get Hard Studios in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. On this episode of the podcast, Nancy and I talked to my good buddy Carlin Blackrabbit of the Siksika Nation. Carlin is a drummer in a rad band called No More Moments. Check them out everywhere. And he also is a social worker on the Siksika Nation. And he gives us a neat insight into a world that we may not know. So thank you for listening. This was our longest podcast. The first hour is good, and then we get into wrestling and stuff. So no promises after the first hour. Thanks. Hello, and thank you for listening to Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard. I'd like to welcome my good buddy Carlin.
Hello, Nate. Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Carlin.
And hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nate.
There, I introduced you this time. I'm such a jerk. We'll do some quick commercials here. This podcast... Oh, you just heard Sparky, by the way. That was the song Robin Williams. Check them out, sparkyband.com. They're super fucking awesome. Awesome band. Check them out. They may or may not be playing Calgary Metalfest. I can't say yet.
Yeah, I think you just did.
And this podcast is also brought to you by Right Hook Mics. Our guests are using them. They're pretty rad, eh, Carlin?
They look really good.
Yeah.
Pretty for mics.
Yeah, they're fucking nice. P55 style. There's like 3 or 4 different kinds. They're from like, sometimes they're on sale for like $100 up to like 150. Check them out. Really super awesome microphones. RightHookMics.com. And this podcast is brought to you by Big Nate Productions, which is a term for all the stuff that I do. I record, I do live sound, I'll book your band if you want. I do lots of stuff, so check out this podcast, check out everything, all the events going down. There's lots of them coming up. Check them out at bignateproductions.com. One of those events being Calgary Metalfest. Check that one out too. CalgaryMetalfest.com. June 3rd through 6th. It's going to be at the Ship and Anchor, Ferns, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday at Dickens and Lord Nelson's simultaneously. So should be pretty crush. Announcements for that will be March 1st. Full lineup. Should be sweet. I think that's it. So, yeah. Welcome, Carlin.
Thank you for the pizza, JL. It was really good.
Yeah, we had pizza, homemade pizza. God damn, my wife is getting that down. So good. So good. Yeah, you're in No More Moments.
Yeah, I play drums for No More Moments, and I do all the management, promotion.
Yeah.
All the behind-the-scenes work.
Yeah, for sure. All the stuff nobody wants to do.
Yep.
Yeah, no, right on. You guys got any shows coming up?
February 28th, the Night Owl. We are playing... they're doing this thing, it's like a house party thing, where they're going to do bands on both floors, and I believe we're playing the main stage upstairs, and we're playing with Julius Sumner Miller, Cadaver Dog, and Swell City.
Fuck yeah.
Downstairs, X-Ray Cat. I feel bad because I forgot the other two. But the Night Owls, where it's at next Saturday. We're on second last.
Cool, man. I think I'm actually doing sound downstairs that night.
I'll buy you a shot.
At the Night Owl. Oh, shit. Fuck. All right. Try to wait towards the end. Awesome. Is that the only... You got any others now, as of now?
March 5th, Siksika Nation, Powell Arbor.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No More Moments. It's our homecoming show. We haven't played our reserve since October. So we have a bunch of new material that we've been working on somewhat hard. And we got our buddies After the Prophet. Super rad, hardcore, metalcore.
Fuck yeah.
We're basically the same band, but they play a lot better than we do. We got Citizen Rage, who are currently on their Rage tour.
Fuck yeah.
And the Electric Revival. That's an added bonus.
Fuck yeah. They're doing a lot of stuff. They've come up a few times. They're rad. Shout out to the Electric Revival.
And their CD release parties tonight, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Big tour kickoff.
it'll be too late to tell them about that now.
Yeah.
By the time this
but
comes
buy
out.
their new record. Was it called Freaks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
their new record.
Buy their new record, yeah. They do it all themselves and stuff. It's awesome. Ian owns a studio. It makes it easy to do it yourself, but you have a studio. But yeah, Ian recorded you guys, right?
Yeah, we spent the day with him just getting this song done, and our expectations for it was we're back in the studio again, but we're not doing it in someone's basement or through our iPhones or anything like that.
Yeah, totally. It's nice to be able to take the time. That's about what it ends up being too. Is like a day of song to get it good,
And you gotta put up the expenses for it too, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You get what you pay for, right?
Yep.
And just because people can record in their basement doesn't mean they should. It takes a long time to get good at recording. I know that. I'm learning more and more about all that shit every day. So, fucking A. So awesome. Did we finish with all the shows? Do you have more shows?
Oh yeah. This is our third year of doing this show out on our reserve. We're doing one of our best pals, Reed Rabbit Carrier, passed away 3 years ago. Right on New Year's Day, he was killed by a impaired driver.
Fuck.
So he was 19 when he passed away, and we decided to throw together a tribute memorial show for him.
Yeah.
It's our third installment, and we got like 7 bands playing. There's gonna be like a floor hockey tournament, and
fuck
everyone's welcome to come. Covers by donation, and basically all the funds we raise for this is gonna go to help cover costs for our buddy Reed's sons. He had 2 young boys.
Shit.
So we made a shitty situation into a celebration.
Yeah, no, for sure. And an opportunity to do for something good to come out.
The show's been the feedback for the message has been really good because people in our community who don't normally listen to our kind of music, are helping out with like getting the sound system paid for, the hall rentals. So
yeah.
It's kind of like we're bringing people together for this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What's the date of that again?
Sorry, April 11th, Siksika Nation Community Center.
Cool.
And there's also going to be like a silent auction too. I'm getting a lot of people to donate some cool stuff, so more information will be to come on that.
Fucking A. No, right on. Good.
And then, I guess I'm doing my birthday show at the Palomino.
Oh, yeah? When's that?
May 1st.
Fuck yeah.
Bands, I'm not going to say who's playing just yet, but
Awesome.
if you really love me, come to the Palomino.
Nice.
May 1st.
I like it. That's the same birthday as my grandfather.
After you watch the new Avengers movie, of course.
Wild. Cool. Fucking A. Well, that's awesome. Any more shows?
Can't say right now.
Yeah. Guess we'll see. That's sweet, man. How long has No More Moments been together?
We've been together for 5 years, and we've gone through a lot of members. I started the band with my best friends, Ty and Buddy, and then Buddy left the band because there was just a lot of conflict going on with all 3 of us. And then Ty left the band for religious reasons, and basically, yeah, his last show was Calgary Metalfest, though.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah. So that was kind of
that made him go.
That was his send
flip. That made him be like, "Oh my god, I got to get my shit together."
he realized how much awesome it was, and I think he just had to exit from it. I don't know. And then,
no, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing
people.
good.
That happens to people. I've met lots of people. Sometimes they come back too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it's weird.
Well, he's kicking ass for the Lord, that's for sure.
Well, fucking A. Good for him, right? At least he's kicking ass for something. Fuck.
So
there's lots of people that don't do anything.
Yeah, that was lame. But it left me in a really shitty situation because can I swear on her?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. So it left me basically myself, and we used to have this bass player named William, but we forget about that guy. I called up Brandon Darko, and he turned out to be the right guy for the guitar position.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a month to learn the songs because we had a Weekend Rager in Vancouver going on end of that month, and He got the songs
Like
down.
a tour? Like a little
Yeah,
tour?
yeah. We did 2 days in Vancouver, Edmonton, and I think Regina.
Oh, wow.
So basically, I sang, which was horrible, and played drums. He played guitar, and it was really cool because this is kind of how our we had at the end of that tour we had a house party show, and our good buddy Corthan, who plays guitar and sings in After the Prophet, it's like, hey, I want to sing this song with you guys at this show, and he sang it, and right there I knew I had to ask him to be in the band.
Nice.
So basically, he sang the one song with us, and then we had a show booked at the Drum and Monkey with our pals Daywalker, rest in peace. And Corthan, that was his first show, and he got all the vocals down. And then just recently, we finally got a bass player.
Oh,
because the sound guy said to get a bass player.
Finally,
Nice.
Thank you.
And
The whole scene thanks you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Basically, and his name's Dallas, and Dallas is one of our old buddies from high school, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Just kidding.
so this lineup has been strong for the past year, and we're still alive. We're still here.
Fuck yeah.
That's great.
No, you guys have gotten really sweet over the years too, man.
Thank
It's
you.
cool. It's good.
Thank
You
you.
can see, because, fuck, how old are you?
22.
Yeah, see, fuck. Like, yeah, that's hilarious, eh? Yeah, no, that's funny. No, that's awesome. So you guys were playing in bars when you shouldn't have been.
Yep. Basically.
Sweet. Good. That's how it should be. So I think that everybody has a question.
Go for it.
What is up with the shorts that you wear when you play? Do I remember some sort of superstition? Do you always wear the same pair of shorts every show?
I don't want to scare any girls away that are going to come see me play, so I can't answer that.
You wash them. You wash
it's
them
like-
in between, right?
I don't wash them.
You don't wash them ever,
I do it
right?
to piss people off.
I know.
It's just, it's a superstition. You know?
It's
I don't know.
fucking hilarious, man.
And like
No, because I remember at the show we're going to talk about probably in a minute here. I remember you mentioning something about, no, I never wash them. No, they're my lucky show shorts or something.
and we had this show at the Palomino, and it fucking stunk up the whole bar. It smelled like a hockey bag or something. Right?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Somebody came up to me and told me that. They're like, dude, if you walked like halfway up to the stage, you're like, what the fuck? Well, fucking A, keep it up, man.
I probably will retire them, though, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe before May 1st. Yeah.
Before May 1st, yes.
Yeah, maybe burn them. I don't know.
I like the smell of pulled pork, not shitty shorts.
Yeah.
Good gag, though. Fuck. Drummer swass upon the world.
Yeah.
So remember that time that Kayaktis played out at Siksika?
Yeah, I do. That was a horrible...
What was that?
Okay.
This is the most epic fucking show story of all time.
The show was cool. I had 10 bands.
Do you remember
come
the date?
It was like mid-September of 2012, yeah. Basically, the show was a banger. Every band was awesome. End of the night, all the rowdies from the reserve came to Gleason Bar. And,
Which is, for people that don't know, like there's Siksika, is that on the south side of the tracks?
Yeah.
And then Gleason is like the white guy town on the other side of
Yeah.
the tracks. It's like, what, I don't know, 300 people or something like that?
200 people.
Yeah. So continue.
Basically, the show's going good. I'm outside just, hanging with people. I think Kayak just finished up. And I got bear maced. Just
Yeah.
plain and simple.
Yeah, some chick just straight up walked to you point blank and just...
Okay, what happened was a fight broke out.
Oh, okay.
And, can't be responsible for people getting hurt in the parking lot at my show, right?
Right.
So, I tried to be the nice guy, break it up. And, right when I was about to, say my first word, boom, all over my face, arms. It was the worst feeling ever,
Oh, man, you were fucked up.
That hurt so much. I'd rather get stabbed again than, bear mace, man. Again. Yeah, I got stabbed once.
Fuck, crazy.
But you know what? It was so painful, and it's just, I never felt that much pain in my life because my arms were burning, my chest, and my eyes. And
Yeah, that was a really wacky orange stuff that's like napalm. Like, it's all like sticky and
the
it's
funny
like
thing,
hard. It's all greasy and hard to wash off and stuff. Man, you were freaking out. You're like, calm me down, Nate. Calm me down. I'm like, fuck, man, calm down. I'm like, how did you? Yeah, I'm here, man. Like, fuck, I don't know. Just ride it out, man. Just ride it out.
The funny thing about that was Che was like, he had it all over him, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna drink this beer.
Well, it was like alter spray, like
Yeah.
or, sorry, like after spray or something, overspray.
I believe Doug got some on him.
Yeah,
too.
because wasn't he standing kind of like right
yeah,
next
he
to you?
brought me to the bathroom. And
Yeah, right.
I thought I was gonna die, but
Yeah, no, I remember you saying that.
I think I
You're
said
fucking die, man. I was like, you're not gonna die, dude.
that was a really bad experience.
Fucking
and,
crazy. Like, yeah, no, that's intense.
It was-
What was weird that night too is weird coincidence. Before that happened, my father and my stepbrother and like one of his business associates, they happened to be driving on the Trans Canada, and we had just played, and I was hanging out with my family, oddly enough, in the parking lot of this Galician bar.
Yeah.
And somebody got in their truck and like started fucking like revving it through the roof.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then did a total like neutral drop and peeled out and just drove into this. It was funny because it was like there was like a little jump,
the loading
before.
dock.
Yeah,
of
this
that
like weird
grocery
loading
store.
dock thing, like into the cement and bunkment, but because of the way that it was, he did this little mini jump and then just smoked this dead on into this concrete and
Yeah.
like jumped up like a foot and then just fell straight down, you know? And everybody was like, whoa. And I'm standing there. I'm like, hey, you guys want to come in for a beer? They're like, no, we're going to go get a room in Strathmore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good time in there. And then if they would have stayed, they would have gotten bear maced.
Yeah.
I remember it was funny. The cops showed up and they were pretty funny
Yeah,
about the
I bet.
whole situation. They were like, they had gotten everybody. So it was like, yeah, this has been happening. You know, he was like, yeah, this is all of a sudden they've started bear macing each other, like ding dong, psh, and all this. It said there was a rash of that going on in the area.
That was definitely the worst experience ever of my life. Getting bear maced.
Yeah, that sucks. That was maybe the craziest show Kayaktis has ever played. Could be.
It's a
top
story.
3.
It's a story to tell, right?
Oh fuck. Yeah, like, you know, I love that reserve because the people, like, obviously you can't get shit tons of people out there, but the ones that show up are into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for that was weird at the end, but
There's
I mean,
always
that doesn't happen every show. We've
No.
done what, 4 or 5 shows out there. That's never happened.
Yeah.
Well, but besides the Galician bar, what's the other venue? The Powwow Arbor?
Yeah. So
That looks really cool.
yeah, there's this bigger powwow arena on my reserve, and they use it for like the powwow that happens every summer.
Yeah, I've never seen any of that shit happen
No.
there ever.
And you know, the hall just sits there, so we have shows there when we can, when we get a touring band coming through.
Cool.
And it's weird too because like in my community we have a lot of wake services and funerals. So
Fuck.
and my band used to jam there, so it's kind of shitty because we go there and jam after a wake.
Oh,
This is really bad. This is why I know I'm going to hell. But we loaded out. We had a show, right, and we had to load out our equipment while a wake was going on. Like the coffin was right there, and I was like, "This is the worst thing ever."
Whoa.
oh, fuck.
But you know, that's that.
You don't know where you're going, Carlin.
That's life on the reserve. You know, that's just another day in our lives. You know.
Yeah. Well, that is fucked up.
So yeah, we do shows at the Siksika Powwow Arbor,
Yeah.
and we had here's a funny story about that place.
I mean, it's not like that all the time, is it, Carlin? Is it
No.
like that all the time?
Not all the time. I just want to tell funny stories so people can hear.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
the most,
yeah, no, oh,
for the
fair
most part,
enough.
it's really, really awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Really.
But we always get put in predicaments where we just gotta make it work. We had the Avulsion and Morbidly Depraved.
yeah.
They were on their tour, and it was summer, and the dude that was supposed to give me the key for the hall just bailed on me. So as like a fuck you to him, we just set up outside and had the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember seeing pictures of that.
So
Yeah,
We-
just plug into the outside power.
yeah, we plugged in, and it was really loud, and no one called the cops, and all the bands had fun.
Good.
So
Well,
like,
shit, you know.
I was like, we were all on our toes. Though we were like, man, the cops are coming. We're gonna get shut down. But I was told that our land is everyone's land. Like, it's not private property.
Right,
So
right. It's
where,
not
you know?
considered the same, like, yeah.
So we had an excuse. But
Yeah.
Right
well,
on.
we also use the Siksika Community Center. Kayok has played there too, I believe.
Yeah, right.
That's where Siksika Metalfest was held some time ago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that place is awesome. The stage, there's like a big headdress in the back
Yeah.
as the backdrop of the stage. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
we have options to work with.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Whether we're playing in the Powell Arbor or the old hockey arena, there'll still be a show in Siksika, regardless.
Well, on behalf, I can only speak for myself, but thank you very much for doing shows out there. It's super awesome.
If you're on tour, if you're from Canada, shoot me a message.
Yeah.
Me and Nate are pals. You know, I'll hook you up.
Yeah, it's just one sec. We'll be right back. To continue where we left off there. Thank you for being a step along the way in Canada. It's really part of the mission of Big Nate Productions is to try to set up like a big loop around, at least, out to Ontario or something, so that it's viable to tour out here, because it seems like if we could develop these markets a bit, there's really not the population to sustain them, but if we could get everybody coming out, all the time, that would help in developing them. So it's thanks a lot for doing that, man, and keeping them alive out there.
Oh, for sure. It's I want to help out, and I also want to let the kids know back home that someone cares. We'll help you out.
Yeah. So tell us about that. What do you do for work?
I work with
You work on the reserve.
yeah,
right?
I work on my reserve. I guess by trade I'm a social worker, but I work in a youth home with teenagers, and basically what I do is I do a lot of programming and structure, and just a lot of hanging out.
Yeah.
These kids come from basically our facility is there's 9 of them in Calgary or in Canada, and we got kids from all over the country that are First Nations, Inuit, Métis.
At your center?
Yeah. Siksika
Why
Nation.
is that? Why does everybody come from all around the country?
Because it's funded by the government,
It's bigger.
and basically we want to offer our cultural component
Right.
because we're very cultural based.
Right.
And I'm Blackfoot, so we got a lot of elders coming in and teaching these kids cultural norms, how to act like a man, how to act like a woman in like a traditional setting, right?
Yeah, in a traditional Blackfoot sense.
Yeah. So we have we do a lot of ceremonial stuff, like going into a sweat lodge, or
Right.
we have cultural camps where we sleep in a teepee for a couple days,
Fucking A.
stuff like that. So it's what we do is we're basically trying to restructure and help heal whatever trauma or pain has gone on in these kids'
whatever the
lives.
fuck happened, man.
Yeah, and
It's fucked up, though. I mean, I've been going down the Vice News rabbit hole about all this, and it's fucked up how... I mean, not to talk about some big geopolitical issue,
yeah.
but it seems like it's like a generation or two that have been really disconnected from your guys' true traditions, right?
It's crazy.
And it's like that's the trauma. It's like a generational, like multi-generational trauma, and that's really cool to hear that there's a place like that that's trying to bring that all back. And
yeah, and it's very real on our reserve. Like
yeah,
the generational trauma is alive and well. It's killing off our people. Suicide's really high back home.
yeah.
Murder is starting to come into the picture slowly, and it was never like this until just
So
recently.
and again, not to go crazy into this, because you can get crazy on the internet, but or through research, I should say. But did the government set up like a whatever they like one of those boarding houses? What were they called? Those like
residential school.
A residential school. Did they set that up out at Siksika?
We had 2 on a reserve.
Are you fucking serious?
Anglican and Catholic.
And so warring tribes in a right? Like holy.
And I mean, like,
come on.
I'm not
ridiculous.
I'm not an advocate, but I know what is going on back home. What has went on in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
And it needs to be taught in mainstream society.
It needs to be put back to the fucking way it was. Is what it needs to be. Yeah. I think.
Agreed.
I think if everybody knew what really and I implore everybody to go do the research, because if everybody really knew what went on there and why it's such a controversy, I think everybody would want it to be put back the way it was.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. And my generation's suffering because I wish I was a fluent Blackfoot speaker. I wish I can speak my language and be a part of a traditional society that we have societies. It's like spiritual societies, right?
Right.
And that was never. I had no involvement my whole life with it. I had to go out and find it. But back then, you were born into it. You were born into following the cultural way. So
yeah, there was no choice.
Yeah, so like we're all suffering, but
are the elders teaching the language?
Oh yeah, we're definitely redeveloping everything. It's happening.
Yeah,
it's coming back slowly.
It's coming back, yeah. Because guys like you are saying what you just said. Like you want it to come back.
I think
as well. I mean, that's got to be part of it.
It's all based on our identity, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
we don't know who we are.
Yeah. Like there's a disconnect in there.
Yeah.
It's the guys that are alive now that are really, really old know about it, but everybody in between kind of doesn't.
And like I love hearing stories from my elders where we took care of each other. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if you were a family friend or your grandkid. Everyone was treated well. And what I've noticed on my reserve is basically it's fend for yourself, and that's not how it was. We take care of each other.
Turned into some like family thing. All these different families living. Yeah.
There wasn't a village.
Secular.
There wasn't a village idiot.
Yeah.
And now we're all the village idiots.
Whoa.
No offense.
Whoa.
No, like you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
Me and all my pals, we all, we've done a lot of crazy things. But back then, everyone kept in line.
Yeah.
And like going back, like from my research is we had our own police. We had people that kept people in line.
Right. Yeah.
We don't need the RCMP.
Yeah. Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, all we can do is look to the future, really. Like, hopefully, with guys like you pushing the way you are, and like you're doing stuff where you're affecting your community directly in a positive way to get back to this and trying to heal the wounds. So that's fucking all you can do, man. That's fucking super awesome. And you've gone to college for all this and stuff and gotten degrees and all this, right?
Yeah. I don't plan to stop ever educating myself.
No.
And I'll tell you guys, like, I was told this by an elder on my reserve said, you're not done learning till the day you die. So
true.
Keep learning. Keep getting yourself educated. And I encourage your listeners to, look up the Blackfoot people or, because, I've worked in the bar industry for the past 5 years, and the guy that's bumming change outside your bar who's a native, look at his history. Look where he comes from, because he was probably a residential school student.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, just disconnected on purpose. Yeah, no, it's really funny, too, because I feel like in Canada, in Western Canada anyways, there's, a mishmash of, like, we have Canadian news, sure, but there's a lot of American influence, too. And it was a different approach down there. I'm not saying it was better or worse or whatever, but stuff happened different down there. And when I really started learning about what happened up here, it was like, holy fuck, they applied this like military style like school system
Yeah.
to you know, I'm sure at the height of those racist periods, you know, they were thinking that it was civilizing, right? You know, we got to civilize these people.
Yeah.
We really got to civilize it. When, you know, in my opinion, like the true way that the Blackfoot people and all Aboriginals live is like way ahead.
Far
You're
more
like future
civilized.
people.
And like, you know, the
Living on the earth and stuff, not shitting all over the place.
And getting along.
using all the resources and not wasting and all this stuff, right?
what was crazy about the whole residential school era too was it was a nightmare living in there. Like, I've sat in on sessions where an elder has disclosed the bread, there's like mouse shit in there, mouse droppings, right?
Ugh.
And like, they speak their language, they get their ass kicked, you know?
Yeah, like that was happening in white schools at the time too.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, I know my dad in Quebec, they were fucking hitting people with rulers and shit, all this. But, you know, not to
Oh yeah,
minimize anything. But
abuse was very popular back then. Man.
yeah, it's fucked up to think how just crazy racist everybody was. Like, even, you know, like, even the 60s. Like, that wasn't that fucking long ago, and people were super racist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and violent like that, like in schools, and fuck. It's just mind-blowing to me that it was just only that long ago. Like, when my dad was in school, you know? Like, that's
yeah.
fucking weird, right? And, like, again, there's no way it was as bad as this residential school bullshit,
yeah,
because
yeah.
fuck, they were trying to break people. It's fucking stupid.
Horrible.
You know?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Anyways, stupid Canadians. Fucking
Yeah.
assholes. Fucking British pricks.
Fuck Stephen Harper.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I said, in no way am I political or am I an advocate of residential school, but this is just a reality that gets put in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, you living on my reserve, and, you know,
It's a daily thing that everybody has to fucking live with
see
there.
it,
The
and-
effects of it.
and, you know, I could do more research. I can, you know, do all this stuff, but, you know,
You
Well,
gotta focus on how to fix it.
I
now.
gotta keep positive and
Yeah, fuck
do,
yeah.
do things for the people, right?
Do things. That's the key.
I can rant and rave about being, you know, generationally affected, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna move forward, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck it. The future's all we got, right? I mean, in a sense, to change stuff, so, and to make it fucking better, so. That's awesome, man, that you're doing stuff, like you said. Thank you for doing stuff, because there's lots of people that don't do stuff. This podcast is not brought to you by not doing stuff. Fucking A. Well, good. That's good chat on that. That was pretty interesting stuff. What else? What else is going on? You did a lot of touring. Got any crazy touring stories?
I almost crashed our van in crossing the Manitoba Saskatchewan border.
Oh, fuck.
60 kilometers and spinning out, eh?
60 kilometers an
Yeah.
hour and you were spinning out?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Must have been icy.
We were stupid and didn't book a hotel in Edmonton, so we slept in the parking lot at the mall.
Oh, yeah.
Drank a bottle of whiskey, and we were warm. It was like minus 30, but we had fun. Went to the mall at 7 in the morning and, you know, hung out. Nothing crazy like has happened on tour. Like,
So, did you spin out because you were driving around wasted?
Oh,
or
no,
did
no.
you spin out because of the ice?
I spun out because of the Canadian winter, man.
Oh, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that gets... Yeah, you've done a lot of crazy winter touring, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know. It was... Can't hibernate all winter sometimes.
For sure.
If you're living on a reserve and there's nothing to do, like, if you're living in Calgary, there's things to do, right?
It seems like winter's good to do shows because everybody gets all cabin fever and shit, and all of a sudden that 1 February you'll get like everybody out.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, this year's been weird here in Calgary. It's been super mild up until like yesterday.
Agreed.
But so that's super odd. Like there was a couple weird little cold snaps, but nothing nuts. And then, but
winter's been good to us this year.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
But usually by this time, people are so cooped up that they want to go out and do so because it's been minus 30 for a month.
When we first started playing shows, we jammed in Ty's garage, and there was no ventilation or heat in there. So we used to fucking jam in minus 30. Like,
with those shorts?
No shorts. No shorts. This was pre-shorts. This was pre-shirts. You know, we used to, like, you know, that's as Canadian as you can get, jamming in a freezer, basically.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. We played... Didn't you guys play the... what was that show with that weird garden? The Area?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Were you at that show or did you play?
I went to the show. You guys...
yeah.
I remember, like, it was so cold in that cabin or whatever.
One of the oldest buildings in Calgary, and it's from like the 1890s or something, and it had, like, it was straight lumber building all the way around, like solid wood building.
Yeah.
I don't know, what was it, 20 by 20 or 25 by 25 maybe? But it sounded so good in there because it was just straight old wood, dried out wood all the way around you. But yeah, and it was freezing ass cold. It wasn't bad inside there, but yeah, that was a weird little the area. It had a garden. Remember he was freaking out on us for throwing cigarette butts in the fire and
not recycling.
Yeah. That was a fun show though.
That's a studio now, I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a studio now.
Like an art studio.
Oh, an art studio. Yeah, there's a lot of those down there.
Yeah.
It's funny. It seems like there's a lot of those in that weird little old area of Calgary.
So, I know you started this podcast. Do you think if bands want exposure, just to do it yourself and get a podcast going? Or should we, like, look to college radio and stick to, mainstream stuff?
Well, I think everybody should try to do everything they can to get exposure. I put this podcast out just to, like, try to put out content.
Yeah.
And to give... I always wanted to do something like this, like radio-y or whatever.
For sure.
Especially totally informally like this, where... Like, I couldn't be on the radio doing this.
Yeah.
They'd be like, get this fucking idiot off
Maybe
here.
CJSW would take you in.
Yeah, no, for sure. They might, but I just don't want to have to deal with government regulations.
Yeah, that's
on the internet. I don't have to deal with government regulations.
I talked to Nancy about that.
So you can come here, get hard in my backyard, have a few drinks, have a hoot if you want, and we can get real and fucking talk about some crazy shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's... anybody can come on the podcast, get a hold of me. I'm all over the internet and Twitter and bignateproductions.com. You can go there and get a hold of me if you want to be on here. But I encourage everybody to do whatever they can. There's Kevin and JP, right? They do Megawatt Mayhem on CJSW here in Calgary, 90.9. And it's the longest... What's the record? It's like... It has some record for the longest running metal show in Canada, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's been over 25 years now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the cool thing about CJSW, though, is everyone there is awesome.
Totally.
And I went to a volunteering session there, and, like, the dude's like, all right, we only have one rule here, just don't be a fucking asshole. Like, you know what I mean? And that vibe's cool, because they support diversity, and they support all kinds of people. And we need more of that in Canada. Yeah,
and I think they have, like, especially something if it's later on at night, or... Like CJSW, you can swear on there.
Yeah.
Like, you could speak like this on there, really. I was talking to JP. I'd like to have Kevin and JP on here.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I want to have them as a guest because I think it would be fun.
And, like, their knowledge of, like, metal music.
Oh, totally.
It's unbelievable.
Just be
it's
a
like
total geek out for an hour and a half. Good times. But, yeah, those, like, it's pretty nuts that we have them available to us. It's like, go sit down with some pretty legendary dudes that are radio dudes, and they'll interview your band.
if you're home on a Saturday night, CJSW, what was it, Metal Mayhem?
Megawatt Mayhem.
Megawatt Mayhem.
Yeah, what do they run? 10
Saturday nights, 10 till midnight.
10 till midnight. Yeah, and they're on the internet too. CJSW.com. You can always listen online. I think they have it all in an archive too. You can probably go there right now.
Yeah, not yet.
No.
But after their last big fundraiser, that's what they're working on, is the podcasting.
Yeah, they do some.
Make sure you donate to CJSW too. I think they do a funding drive every October.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And they've been around for a long time, and they've done a lot of cool things for a lot of bands in Canada, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And playing there is so fun.
All the bands that come play live.
Playing there is awesome, but loading in sucks.
Oh, whatever.
The elevator broke when we played there.
Oh yeah, that elevator breaks every. They built that elevator in 1901 before they built the university. They built the university on top of the elevator. There's oxen running it downstairs. If one of them dies, they gotta train a new one. Love that place. Mac Hall, been a lot of crazy shows there.
Noctis.
The university here in Calgary, Noctis. All the Noctises were there in one form or another.
It was sweet working as a stagehand for Noctis, like being behind the scenes, and
yeah, for sure.
It
was pretty much the most mind-blowing thing I've ever done.
And you kept your cool the whole time.
That
was crazy, man.
There were a few crazy times where it was hard to keep my cool. But what do you do?
Yeah.
Describe Noctis for the people who don't know.
Oh yeah, for people that don't know, Noctis, NoctisValkyries.com. You can go see all their past events. My friend Therese put on this super epic festival where they flew in all these crazy underground European bands, mostly. Some from the States. Midnight was from the States and stuff. But definitely the most extreme, probably the biggest metal festival Calgary's ever seen. It was pretty awesome, and I got to work there as the production and stage manager since 2008. So I had a really crazy extension, I guess, of what you're saying, where it was like I was right there, and everything was my fault if it went wrong too. It was like sometimes there's weird little stuff, like this one little thing we rent broke, so it was like, oh, we gotta try to fix stuff, like. And sometimes it was band stuff, but yeah, it was. There was always something to keep you on your toes at Noctis.
This is good for me to hear because, we run our shows it's very DIY where we are back home, and maybe in the next 10 years our production will be up to par at some level, and that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
We want to. If I had the money, I'd fly in all the cool bands to play my reserve.
Oh fuck, same here.
So.
Same here.
There's fun. Like
they want fuck you money though. That's the problem with these bands, is they want fuck you money. Have you ever seen any of these bigger? Like, I mean, we're talking 5 digits.
Oh man.
Like even if you're in the low 5 digits, that's still a fucking butt ton of money for a 45-minute set. Makes it really fucking hard for guys like us who are trying to make it explode when. Especially like I'm doing the festival at Dickens, it only holds 400.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a Mac Hall that holds 1,000 or something, but there's reasons for that. I don't really want to deal with the big giant monster of Mac Hall, because a lot of the aggravation we had was in the back room with just politics. I'm not gonna. It was all worked out and it's all good. Everything's fine, but that's it's like interfacing with a whole another like entity is kind of, and there's like 3 or 4 of them in there. It's like kind of weird and gets fucking expensive and weird all of a sudden and really risky, and
that's why local is better. And there's a lot of sweet local bands in Calgary.
For
sure.
And I'm glad to be a part of the city because on any given night there's probably a good show going on. Like the Rock for $, at the Night Owl every Wednesday.
Yeah.
You can win some money off that, man.
Yeah, you show up with your band and play, right?
Basically, their deal is start a band, come jam, do whatever you want, spin the wheel, play 15 minutes, you can win like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
it varies,
but
there's
a bunch of different prizes on the wheel.
There's different, and like there's cool things. Like I heard that there's like they're throwing in the stoner rock guy Dino. He'll tattoo your band's logo on you as one of the perks of spinning this wheel.
Holy shit!
So go to the Night Owl.
Break up your band.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's true though.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of not
things
a
like
good idea.
that it's keeping the scene exciting. And I feel that the trends and the cliques should kind of just fuck off, and we should all be pals together, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's gonna gravitate towards people that they have the same, I don't know, common interests with or whatever. I mean, that's just how it is, man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I find we can all hang out too, though. Like sure, they do get, you know, maybe these guys only party with these guys and these guys only party with these guys or something like that. But everybody can be at the same show, and it's not, you know, war.
I love seeing diversity at shows, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And on the previous podcast, you said something about that old lady.
Sharon.
That's rad, you know, like.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon, she's like 80.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen videos from bands
Yeah.
playing at Dickens, and she's like hanging out.
At the metal punk shows,
Yeah.
80 years
She's the
old.
most fucking pumped
up there
one.
dancing.
She's just
That's amazing, man.
She is the most pumped for sure.
Like, yeah, we got our bar shows, but I would love to see more all ages shows in Canada, Calgary.
There's a
That's
weird
what we're
disconnect,
missing
man,
right
there
now.
too. I feel like they're all just playing video games and
That's true.
doing weird drugs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've been on Ritalin since I was 3, and
Hashtagging and all their bullshit. Eh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
live tweeting their whole life.
Jeez.
Oh, I just beat Solid Gear 19.
The new Black was really rad when it was around.
Yeah, that was a good venue.
That was the loading sucked. Loading's always gonna suck. But
Hey, man, nothing in Calgary. This city's so young, quote unquote, that nothing was built for sound. Like that was, we got to go out to Inferno.
yeah.
In 2010 there, and we saw their venues, man. It was fucking unreal. It was like, oh my god, it's a hall that they built for music.
Okay.
Like there was the main floor that held like, it was like a Mac Hall, probably held 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Then there's the second tier that probably held 400, and then there was a third tier that probably held 200. So everybody had rad sight lines,
Yeah.
and like that was without chairs too. It was like all standing room, but it probably held 2,000 people, whatever the math is on that. But it was. They don't build shit like that out here. We got Mac Hall, which is fucking cement floor, cement walls, fucking metal piping on the ceiling, no fucking drapes, no soundproofing at all. It's just a big rectangular fucking smacking room with standing waves everywhere.
The only thing exciting about McEwen Hall is Pat, the sound guy that works there. He's awesome.
Yeah, poor guys had to deal with this place the whole time. Fuck, it's brutal.
He's cool.
Yeah, no, he's cool. They've got it down for sure. But I hear some tours come through there, and like maybe their sound guy isn't fucking super on it, and it's like, holy fuck, man, can't you hear that? Woo, 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 like in the whole fucking room, it's just like, woo, 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 woo. It's like louder than everything else, man.
Agreed.
It can just be a really. I'm always amazed too, like when people at the Saddle Dome mix amazing, because that place is like seems like it'd be one of the hardest places in the world to make sound good.
I bet, yeah.
A giant oval with a saddle roof
With
that's
one
dipping
Stanley
down.
Cup, eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Saddle Dome, I went to go see WWE with my buddy Dave
Whoa.
from Triton and Cataplexus.
Whoa.
Amazing drummer. Probably
Yeah, fuck yeah.
one of the coolest people in Calgary.
Yeah. Great hair too.
Yeah. He needs a shampoo endorsement of some sort.
Yeah.
It was so random because like I was planning just to buy off a scalper or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Carlin, I got second row seats by the
What?
ring, and I was like, "Fuck, man,
What? Oh
why?
shit.
That's amazing!" And we just had a ball. It was hilarious,
Fuck yeah.
making fun of fucking wrestlers and shit. You know,
Yeah.
it was awesome. Cheering for the good guys.
Okay. Hey, I gotta take a leak. Should we play a No More Moments song?
I think we should.
Fuck yeah. Just a sec.
Let's go! So sick and tired of the same old shit, running in circles just to lose my mind. Sick of the daily losing, slowly losing sanity. I can't make up my mind. Life's the one that make a trip, no, don't betray your life. Now I see I've been wasting time on a Hollywood mission life. Go on and say it, I'm a failure. Chasing me, oh God damn.
All right. What the fuck was the name of that song?
That song's called Let's Go.
Let's Go.
We did it with Ian Dillon, Electric Revival, Electric Park Studios.
Electric Park Studios.
And what other bands has he played in?
Well, he was in
War Eagle. Right?
War Eagle Rising and
Adverse Reaction.
Adverse Reaction. That was the other
Sweet.
band he was in. That's where I do all my recording out of, too. Ian and I have a deal. He sublets his studio out to me, and just did Violent Signia in there, and just did Soundscraper in there.
And that's where Stabbed Was Pull.
Stabbed Was Pull and Kayakis.
Lifeline, right?
Yeah, that's coming out March 7th. Go check that out. Fuck.
That's a rad lineup.
I'll be mixing that show. That's going to be sweet.
It's going to be sweet because you get to see Doberman and False Flag.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Who else is on there? Citizen Rages. That's their homecoming show.
Yeah.
And Sonder.
Oh.
I've never seen Sonder, but I checked their stuff out online. And
I did Sonder. I had them. They saved my ass at a show.
really?
Where was that place? Sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing some shows, trying to get some shows in this little neighborhood pub in the southeast
Whatever
called
happened to
Sidelines.
that? Are they still doing anything there?
They have like the odd guy that does like the jams, and I bet they have their karaoke guy. They just kind of went back to
Like a neighborhood pub kind of deal?
Yeah, it was we were bringing too much heat.
I
Like
bet.
not too much rad heat, not bad heat.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ian,
it was just pissing off all the locals. Too loud. They're like, yeah, well, that's how loud. That's how hard that guy hits. You know, you're like, he's smashing the fuck out of that cymbal. Yeah, it's gonna be loud. There's no way around. I can't turn that cymbal down. Look,
Yeah.
the PA's off. Yeah. Well, I did that. There was a guy that got mad at me there.
Yeah.
I was mixing there one night, and the karaoke guy was there, and I'm standing behind my board mixing, and he's sitting at the bar just giving me this fucking stink eye and shaking his head and just being like, "Ugh." And I walk over to him, I'm like, what is your problem, man? He's like, it's so loud. I'm like, man, I barely have this PA turned up. He's like, it is so loud, I can't help it. I'm like, watch this, I'm going to turn everything with the vocals off. Walked over, I mean, you heard a little bit of the bottom end of the kick turn off, and that was it. Like, you could barely tell that anything was... I'm like, see? It's still stupid loud, isn't it? He's like, God, it's too loud, it's stupid loud. I'm like, I can't turn down cymbals, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Fuck.
That's
It's
bad.
heavy music. It's what they do.
There were a lot of good shows there, though, right? And
Yeah, we had a good run. It was like 3 months,
yeah.
and I had like 3 weekends a month. So it was just, after the D shut down.
Yeah.
It was I was trying to get a Saturday night gig, so I arranged to have a PA put in this place, and I was just trying to get everybody who wanted a gig to play, you know, and just trying to get as many people out as we could, and
Yeah.
pay everybody,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and pay everybody, pay all the bills, you know, and it was working out for a while, but then the bar just didn't. I mean, we were getting 30, 40 people a show, which
Okay.
is all you're going to get
Yeah.
at a bar in the southeast in Calgary, I think.
And they
It's
got
not
like-
downtown.
They got like 150 capacity or something like that, right? Or,
Yeah, I mean, if there's 150 people in there, it'd be annoying packed.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there was 75 people in there, it'd be annoying packed. But I bet legally they have 150. They could
Yeah.
slam in there. But yeah, no, did my best there. But the bar they were like, because metalheads are kind of, you know, this is kind of shitty. Is like metalheads are kind of fucking cheap.
Agreed?
And I mean, I am too. Everybody is too. We're all broke. Everything's fucking super expensive. It's like we all have to be fucking cheap. But I mean, I could see it kind of sucks for Chris with that liquor store right next to the door to
Oh,
Dickens.
man.
It's like, fuck, there's so many people that go out and drink in the parking lot, and it's really fucking sucks. I mean, I know it's expensive to drink in a bar, and I get that and stuff, but
Yeah.
like, that'll just get you kicked out, not because they find you drinking in the parking lot. They can't really stop it, but because you're going to be so hammered after 2 drinks, they're going to be like, you got to go.
Yeah.
You used to work there. You were the door guy, right?
Oh, man.
You got any cool door guy stories? Did you have to bounce somebody's head off the floor up the stairs there ever? You ever have to really fuck? Is that where you got stabbed or what? No.
And the stab story is it's not my greatest story, but at Dickens Pub, Chris does Hang the DJ, and he does like all this, you know, like jamming 80s industrial.
Industrial new wave kind of
And
weirdness.
I loved working those nights because it was so chill and the music was really good. Like,
Mhm.
anyways, there's this dude who was getting beaten up by a lesbian.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna say she's a lesbian because she was earlier in the night she was kissing some girl. But anyways, he was like getting thrown around on the floor, and
Whoa.
we're trying to break up the fight, and he sucker punches me, right?
What?
And like I don't hit people. I've never. I'm not a fighter, but I just became a fighter last night. Anyways,
I was your cousin. It doesn't count.
Yeah, me and my cousin beat each other up last night. Anyways, like this guy sucker punched me. I'm like, dude, you're getting your ass kicked by a girl, and you're gonna hit me. So the other door guys had him, and I kind of gave him a sucker punch.
Aw.
But other than that, Dickens Pub has been really amazing.
So that was your craziest bouncer story there?
I mean,
Was there anything else
we
wild?
busted people for like weed and shit.
Yeah. Thanks.
Nothing
Sorry.
crazy. Yeah. To be honest, it was like the chillest job ever.
Yeah, it usually is pretty chill at Dickens. I mean, it's pretty rare that there's it's pretty rare. But what I love about Dickens is that they always have door guys.
Yeah.
They always have security. So if there is an event going on, there's security. So no matter what, somebody else is going to have to deal with that besides you.
I was working at it was Calgary Metalfest. I think the first or second year.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was there just hanging out the Friday night.
Okay.
I wasn't even working, and somehow I was a door guy that night.
What?
And I threw some guy out. Like,
oh yeah.
I actually like dragged him out, and I felt really awesome about it. But like being a door guy is fun. Like just treat people good. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Because we're basically like the hosts of the bar.
Yeah, for sure.
If the door guy's gonna be an asshole, then the customer's gonna be a dick, and they probably won't tip. And,
Yeah, you're kind of their first contact, so
Yeah.
they set the kind of tone and pace, right?
and you get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah, for sure.
Smiling at someone is like, the best thing you could do to someone, and then
Fuck
they're
yeah.
gonna smile back. And
Yeah, I know, because people don't get that. They're at their shitty office job, and they're like, "Grrr." Anyway,
So
sorry,
my
I digress.
experience, like I started working as a door guy when I was 18, and besides getting bear maced, that's probably
That was fucking so wild. Anyways, continue. That was fucked up, man.
I wear glasses because of that now. I could have filed a claim for that,
Holy
and
fuck.
I knew the chick that maced me, but I'm a nice guy. I don't charge people. I don't file lawsuits.
Well, you could have got her thrown in jail, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I could have got a big compensation.
Oh.
Had I known that, I would have been like, "Hey, fuck this girl."
What, they sent you the letter 2 years later? They're like, "Oh, by the way, you kind of filed for that." Could have got compensation.
After that, my vision's been shitty and I had to get glasses and whatnot. But
it's because you're getting old, Carlin. You're almost 23.
yeah, 23, man. 23 something 33, eh?
Well, at this rate, you're going to be huge by the time you're 27. It's all good.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we just hit a fucking hour.
We hit an hour. Holy.
Yeah, man. No, I know.
Wicked.
That's pretty cool. Is there anything else you wanted you can think of? Don't have to stop.
I don't want to stop. I'm having fun. I
think what we'll do is we'll
started
say
having fun.
like this is like we'll talk about the sponsors again real quick here. This broadcast is brought to you by Big Nate Productions, Right Hook Microphones, and Calgary Metalfest. Go to all their websites and Facebooks and Twitters. This is the end of the kind of official podcast. If you want to keep listening, feel free.
Yeah.
We're probably just gonna start drinking more now.
Agreed.
And it'll get just crazier. So you got the hour. We'll get nuts for a little while here and see how it goes. Let's play a tune. Let's play that B Pig one.
Yes.
What was it? Tell the people about this band.
Basically, I believe they're from Montreal, and they're...
My buddy Steve Vargas, who has a podcast as well. Check him out. Oh, fuck, I wish I knew the name of that. Well, it'll be in the description. He plays in this band.
Yeah, and they're amazing. They're going to be playing Siksika sometime in May. I can't say any more because they haven't announced their tour dates yet, but they're coming across west.
Fucking A.
And they're amazing.
Awesome. Here it comes. that was B Piguan? B Piguan? Lots of I's in there. Biipiigwan. Is that right?
I only speak Blackfoot, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, so that's not Blackfoot.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
They're good. Holy.
Google Translate. Do they have Google Translate for all those languages? I doubt it.
You know,
That'd be
they're
funny.
actually starting to make apps in Blackfoot.
Are you
Dene.
serious?
Like, it's a thing now. It's
Holy
so you
fuck
can
yeah.
learn our dialect in a day.
Wouldn't that be fucked up,
Yeah,
As I
yeah.
come out for a show, I'm like, where's Elder? And I just talk to him straight up.
You wanna hear
in
something really
Blackfoot.
crazy?
He's just like, holy fuck.
At Mount Royal University, they offer Blackfoot courses, like language
What?
courses, and there's like Japanese kids that speak fucking better Blackfoot than I do. So
Holy shit.
yeah,
What do they do with that? These people just trying to learn every language?
I guess so.
Fuck, that's crazy. Could you imagine knowing every language, though? Whoa.
That'd be fun.
Even if you knew 5. There's crazy people in Europe that know like 5. You know, they're from Denmark or Switzerland or something. They know fucking French, English, Dutch, fucking little fucking Swedish, little what, you know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
German, fucking English.
I'd really, personally, I'd like to learn East Indian, maybe.
Oh yeah, which one?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I haven't done my research.
There's Arabic. There's
They're like
Hindi and
Punjabi. Yeah,
Punjabi.
okay, Punjabi.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
the Sikhs speak, I believe.
I definitely want to learn Punjabi. Just, it's like music when you hear someone talk. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
So are their movies. They're like
Yeah.
music.
They're Bollywood, eh?
Yeah, it's all. It just breaks out into a Bollywood.
Damn.
I'm in. I'm down. Looks like fun.
Yeah. So,
I wanted to say, could you expound a little bit on your WWE experience with
oh man,
with Dave?
here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was an exhibition show, right? Like,
yeah, it was like an off show. It was
yeah, in
before
Calgary.
before the Super Bowl. It was a matinee show at 1 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's kind
So, you know, we met at the
so
Dome.
no TV, no fucking.
No, just like
Kind of like the pictures look like old school, like an old school fucking. There wasn't a shit ton of lights. And
no,
all
the
this.
production was really shitty. It was just like a really small stage, just the main lights.
Right.
You know, all the B-list fucking performers or superstars or whatever.
Superstars.
You didn't fucking see Hulk Hogan or anything. You know, it was just a cool show. And yeah, like I said, Dave, he called me up. He said I got second row seats, and that was really cool. And we had a blast, like, you know.
Second row seats.
I was planning to hop the fence, but like,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be here doing this interview. I'd be in jail probably right now.
Probably. Yeah.
Saddle Dome jail or whatever.
Boyko was saying that Calgary's infamous for that shit.
Yeah.
Like it gets rowdy here at the wrestling matches. They always have problems with it.
What's that story about Che and them getting kicked out of the? They got kicked out.
Oh yeah, no, Che told we'd have to have Che on here to
Yeah,
tell her.
yeah.
I can't tell secondhand stories, but
He said,
I get it all wrong.
well, we know he
I
got
thi-
kicked out, eh?
Yeah, in Winnipeg, he got kicked out of a WWE in Winnipeg. So, but Boyko was there too. You're saying there was a lot of security there. Was that true?
Oh man,
like
it
a
was
shit
bad.
ton
It
of
was
security.
bad, like,
Of security though.
yeah, like all along the rail, down the entrance, around ringside.
right.
You know, they knew some fucking idiot was gonna probably try hop the fence. And
Oh fuck it.
I had to opt out that day.
Yeah.
I still wanted to watch the Super Bowl too. You know.
Right. Oh, that's right. Same day as the Super Bowl. That's right. Oh, fucking A. I'd like to go to one of those. I've only ever been to 2 hockey games in my life.
Really?
Be cool to go enjoy some more of this stuff. It's too goddamn expensive, though. How much were
yeah.
the tickets? Like $100?
Yeah, it was like $150.
What?
each. Yeah.
What do they charge for the big crazy Monday Night Raw? It must be like $300
Oh man,
or
yeah,
fucking
you're looking
something
at
dumb.
you're looking at like $300.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Well, no wonder. No wonder they make so much goddamn money.
Well,
They charge so goddamn much money.
WWE, like, you know, me and all my there's a group of us that we're all crazy for wrestling, and
Yeah.
you know, WrestleMania's coming up. I said I was gonna
Yeah,
talk
you guys
about
like go to the
WrestleMania.
movie theater and
Yeah,
watch it and
we
shit.
get drunk
yeah.
and go watch wrestling.
That's fucking awesome.
That's a thing, you know. And like I said, WrestleMania is coming up to, sometime in end of March, and that's like people have the fucking Grey Cup. Well, we have WWE WrestleMania 77 or whatever. But it's cool because, like, I've been watching it since I was like 2 years old. So
Yeah.
That's like 20 years of my life, and
Yeah.
I've always been a fan, and I've fucking gave too many suplexes in my life.
Guaranteed you had a ring out there on the reserve, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Have you ever been to Armstrong Metalfest?
I haven't, but I heard about the thrash.
Yeah, they hire some like local guys, man. It's fucking good.
That's awesome.
They set up the ring and the whole bit.
Really?
Yeah. Were you working at the D doing security? Remember when they fucking brought Stampede Wrestling into the D?
Oh man, yeah.
Were you there for that?
That was
shit?
amazing. All 10 days, eh?
Oh, well.
It was kind of
It was like all 1 week, and then they cut it short.
It folded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for people that don't know, the D2 as it's referred to was on the C train line downtown Calgary, like 7th Ave between 5th and 6th Street. So these people at Stampede Wrestling, which is hilarious because I remember hearing about Stampede Wrestling when I was fucking 2.
Yeah.
When I was like 5. There was Portland Wrestling. I lived down in the States in Portland.
Okay.
And that's where Roddy Piper and Scotty the Body and all these fucking guys came from, was Portland Wrestling.
Yeah.
And then there was Stampede Wrestling, which was all the Hart guys up here, right? Like they were known because they would get together and fucking all this shit.
It was like a territory thing or something. Like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the time, it was just those are the guys that developed it in their local scenes, right? So, and at the D, fucking these Stampede Wrestling comes into the D, which is not of its former glory, I guess we could say.
No.
They figured because it was during Stampede, so they figured if they had Stampede Wrestling close on the C train line, it was within the free zone or something, that they would pull people to this bar that had a wrestling ring set up. Big bar with a crazy huge dome, weird place if you've never been there.
Yeah.
Awesome place, and it was big enough to hold the ring, which was hilarious. And it was I have the video of it somewhere. It was the British Bulldog's son.
Yeah. That's when the ring broke, right? Or the turnbuckle or some shit like that.
Well, I didn't see every single day because there was like 4 days or something.
Yeah.
I remember. So, but he fucking suplexed somebody, or no, not suplexed. He was trying to powerbomb this guy, and he fucking jackknifed him. Like he didn't jackknife him, but he dropped him on his fucking head, man. Like you could see this guy's head, like in its neck, like snapping, like it was in, like bouncing.
Yeah.
And he was fucking out. Like, and this is the most rigged setup wrestling there was, which is super awesome. Like, it was super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Too bad there was like us watching it.
Just the
fucking
staff
brutal.
of the
Nobody went, man, because everybody was at Stampede.
That was a bust.
That's where the whole. Well, I mean, they started getting people somehow. All of a sudden, I think they were going down there and like selling tickets or something like that. But it was funny because that was totally rigged. Like you could tell he wasn't supposed to go down yet, but he just did this move wrong, and so the referee's like counting, and he's like 1, and then he's like seeing what's going on, and he's like, oh shit, and he's taking a long time to get to 2, and then when he's coming down for 3, he's like taking, and he's like 3, and I was like, oh, that wasn't supposed to end there, but it did.
Damn. That's the thing about like a lot of people in our scene.
So people get really fucked up in wrestling, even though it's fake.
It's not fake all the time, but
no,
sometimes people get fucked up.
It looked like he was mad. Anyways,
Probably.
whatever.
Jim from Oh Shit loves wrestling.
Yeah, totally.
The Bloated Pig guys love wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come back.
I wrote a postcard to Hulk Hogan when I was I was probably 9 years old.
Oh really?
When he broke his back.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think Andre the Giant broke his back.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania. I remember being so affected, I felt like I had to write to him. And then I got this like fake postcard back. It was like these postcards they printed up with his fake signature and shit. It was like, maybe wrestling is fake.
Didn't Hulk Hogan like fucking
At least they wrote back.
audition for Metallica on bass? Or
Oh, I've
do you
heard that
remember
rumor. Is that just an old wives' tale?
I don't know.
I think this is Google for Nancy.
I need confirmation on that.
Finally, something to Google. Was Hulk Hogan? Did he try?
That's crazy.
I know Les Claypool tried out for Metallica, and they're like,
Really?
"You're too whack. You're a little too crazy, buddy."
Did you go see him? Primus when they came?
Oh fuck yeah!
How was that for you?
Oh fuck!
It's like a
Oh, my
3D
God.
kind of thing, right?
That
Yeah,
was
they
the
did a
most
3D
amazing thing I've
yeah.
ever seen.
Oh man!
And they
Eat
brought-
all the mushrooms and go watch that shit. Holy
They brought
fuck.
their own gear too, right? Like all for sound and everything, right?
Yeah,
something
they
like
had
that.
This is really wild. I think people might be interested to hear about. Probably not, but if you've listened this far, maybe. They had what is called a Pro Tools venue board. So Pro Tools, the people that have brought you recording all these fucking years, digital recording, they built a live board. So you can do all this shit you did in the studio, all these plugins you use, you can apply it directly to live thing. And I'm telling you, it sounded like the fucking record. It was fucked up. Like, if you got an able-bodied tech that knows how to work all that shit, holy fuck.
That's crazy. Okay, so I watched that Sound City movie.
Okay, hold on a
Oh,
sec. Before we've got Hulk
who
Hogan's
that?
Lost Metallica audition tape surfaces.
Oh shit!
Is this fake?
I don't know. It's on Metal Injection.
Wrestling's fake.
I'll press play.
It's on Metal Injection. Let's listen to this.
Ouch.
No. No, this is totally fake. This is a troll. Somebody's joking.
Yeah.
That's funny though. That's cool. Clever editing. No, I doubt.
Yeah,
I think that was
yeah.
just a rumor. I think that was just an old wives' tale.
Fair enough.
But that was.
Hulk Hogan's still claiming he tried. What does this say?
Oh, okay.
He tried a lot of things.
We should start reading some Randy Quaid tweets after this too.
So
Did you know he's hiding out in Canada? Anyways, we won't get
Really?
into it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Okay,
he
so
he
where-
claims there's star whackers that are trying to kill him.
of course, where can we find Gettin Hard in Nate's backyard? Social media.
At Nate's Backyard on Twitter.
Twitter.
Just search Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard on Facebook. Don't have a Snapchat or anything. Yeah, BigNateProductions.com will bring you to all the links for all the things.
Amazing.
And including this podcast. You
And
can
who
listen to the
does your-
podcast straight off of...
Who does your graphic design?
Eric Dietrich of Solomon Media.
He does all our stuff too.
Does he? Does all your stuff
He
too?
did the
Fuck
logo.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, fuck yeah. He's the best, man.
He's fucking. He's
Go
a
to
genius, man.
SolomonMedia.com and fucking give this guy all your money. He's the best.
And it's decent. It's decently priced too.
Yeah, and what's wild is I'm seeing is that he can do both, which is scary. He can do graphic design and web,
Yeah.
and that makes you a scary motherfucker.
I agree.
That makes you. He
So-
could be part of Anonymous. I have no idea.
Oh shit.
I was joking.
He does everything for Dickens, right? He
Yeah,
does
yeah, he
posters
does
for
all
Dickens.
all the Metal Fest art.
And every Metal Fest poster.
Yeah, every Metal Fest poster, all the T-shirt designs, everything.
Awesome.
Okay, so check out SolomonMedia.com.
Yeah.
Back to Hulk Hogan trying out for Metallica. Just one sec.
He didn't try it.
So he was writing them letters and they never responded.
Good.
Oh, thank God Hulk Hogan didn't join Metallica. Do you think they might have thought they were sellouts if they did that at the time? Had Hulk Hogan in there?
Probably.
They're like, dude, Hulk Hogan's applying for the band. Obviously, at some point they had to have that conversation.
They're probably
right?
fucking asking him now to join the band. He's probably like, fuck off. Yeah. Okay, so a band, like, I love my local Calgary, right?
Yeah?
And you know how much I love Doberman.
Oh,
Doberman.
fuck me too.
I think everyone needs to check out Doberman.
I'm going to play my favorite Doberman song.
We're going to
right
hear a
now.
Doberman song.
Right now.
I know I've said it before.
shit. I mean Doberman.
That was amazing.
That was Doberman Outward. I fucking love that band. I love that song. That song needs to be in a movie. Am I wrong?
I agree.
That song needs to be in a fucking movie.
If I was a wrestler, that'd be my entrance. No, seriously.
Oh, shit.
They're amazing. Like, even that artwork for the last cover, done by Solomon Media. You know, the naked chick with the dog head on. Isn't that just fucking crazy?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Eric did that cover.
Yeah.
Fuck,
didn't know that.
Shout out to Eric. He's probably done
Yeah.
everything that's
Yeah.
awesome in the last 10 years.
Because of him, you're listening to this.
And
Eric-
because of him, you're listening to
You
this.
should probably sponsor the show, maybe, or
Well, yeah. Shout outs. Millions of shout outs.
I think
Every
he's a
30
sponsor.
seconds, it's like, Solomon Media is the best thing ever.
But he's done a lot of, like I said, he's done a lot of my band's work, and
Yeah,
We've
no,
always
he's a
been
fucking great artist. There's
Yeah.
no way around it.
you know, you.
I mean,
message
not.
him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good artists in Calgary.
Yeah. It's not to talk anybody else
Yeah,
down, but
when
he's good and fast and everything.
When I'm all depressed, I'll just play Doberman, and I'm all angry and not depressed. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
that's awesome.
I think I have their new album in my car, but yeah, we'll just listen to some Doberman when we're getting hammered after this.
Deal.
Hammered.
Deal. Doberman, we like free merch. Just saying.
Yeah. Hey, you brought up Big James earlier. What did you want to bring up about Big James?
Oh man, that guy-
You're hosting the X's Fries tour.
Oh no, they're not coming this time around.
Oh no way!
No.
It
But
did-
I'm gonna try.
Really?
I'm gonna try and make it work somehow.
When, in March here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Endas came first.
Oh,
And that was fucking amazing. They came twice actually.
how was the turnout?
It was okay. It was a Wednesday night. It was actually, remember, it was a Wednesday night. We had Endas, Out of the Ruins, and Dead Asylum. It was like,
Fuck.
that was
That's
like,
a good bill, eh?
And then the
Holy
next night
fuck.
they all played Metalfest, I believe.
Yeah, right.
So like,
okay.
you know, it was really cool to have all those bands out on the reserve. You know,
Yeah, you want to do some of that this year? We should do
we
some.
probably
of
should.
that. Help
Like
these
a pre
bands
thing.
out.
'Cause
I'll give you I'll make sure that they can't play anywhere else in Alberta except for your place.
All right, I'm into it. Sorry, Edmonton.
The headliners, anyways.
Yeah,
Anybody
man.
can play our shows.
I think band, like, you know, play a reserve. If you're in a band, play
Fuck
play
yeah.
a reserve. You know,
Yeah.
throw the stereotypes out. You're not gonna get.
Should we bring up the story but
Skinhead.
not mention the name about the band that didn't play?
Yeah, we should.
Let's
No.
not say the name.
We're not gonna say a name.
But there was a band that came and then they were worried for their safety, quote unquote, so they bailed on the show because it was a reserve. And I say, tisk to you, good sir.
I had the guarantee set for them. I wanted
Fuck.
them in. I lost out maybe $600 on that show.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
And you know what? I was shocked because, you know, I really tried for this band to come out. It was two bands actually. I think it was. I don't know. You know, if you're
Yeah, they were touring together.
yeah,
right?
yeah. If you're scared for your safety, no one's gonna fuck you up on a
In
reserve.
fucking Alberta, settle down.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
not fucking Beirut.
The fucking
Fuck.
RCMP's down the road too, right? So no one's gonna jack your gear or anything, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the RCMP's across the goddamn train tracks on the
yeah.
white guy's side.
So
Fuck.
we were all really bummed out because, like, we were looking.
Because you
forward
got the
to-
big hall for them and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
right? Ah, fuck.
We went out of our way for them, and they were like the only band that ever like bailed on us.
So don't do that, because if you do that, you go on this weird list.
Yeah, the tisk list.
The tisk list.
I'm. Oh man.
And it takes at least $600 to get off of it, I guess,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice if all of a sudden a check fucking showed up in the mail one day?
I mean,
sorry about that.
I'd probably book them again, but I wouldn't be nice to them. How about
Oh, there
that?
you go. Well, yeah, book them for torture's sake. Intentionally make it hard.
And like it was a really shitty situation because, you know, my band doesn't play their style of music, but there were other bands on the bill that were really excited about them.
Right.
Like, they let a lot of people down, and, you know, our goal
So
is
don't come out here to Alberta and do shit like that, all right?
don't fuck around, people.
Don't fuck around. You get on the fucking tisk list, motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
Fucking tisk list. We got to start a goddamn Facebook group, private Facebook group.
Yeah, Che was really upset about that too. Eh?
Oh, fuck it. I was too. It's
Yeah.
fucking bullshit.
I just find it funny that they would be concerned for their safety, but everybody knows everybody there. That's what blows my mind.
Wasn't
about
that around?
It's a huge community. You're on a reserve. Everybody knows their neighbor, and everybody knows who's coming too. Like
we take care of each
sad.
other.
Yeah. It's just sad.
We treat our guests right, and
Oh, for sure.
no one is ever gonna get hurt on my watch or our watch.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause we take care
Except
of each
you.
other. Yeah, except me. Except me. The promoter will get bear maced for you.
That's right. Yeah,
But
you're like
I don't
the
ever want to
fucking
get bear
Jesus
maced.
out
I don't
there,
ever
man.
get bear maced again. So.
Yeah, don't do that anymore, people.
Yeah.
Use your words, not your bear mace.
Good.
Fuck.
So let's get back to Calgary Metalfest.
Really?
Announcements
Okay.
coming on.
March 1st, announcements March 1st for Metalfest. Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm going to say right now, there it goes. Schloomp. There's nobody huge.
Yeah.
I can't fucking deal with these agents, man. I can't. There's very few of them that I can. It's really weird.
This is like
Because I'm like a musician and a player, and you know what I mean?
You've already
I
dealt
don't.
with agents.
Hey?
Right? You've already dealt with the bigger bands and with Noctis, right? But
Well, no, but I didn't have to deal with the agents.
Oh, like
I dealt with everything else. I dealt with all the technical shit.
Yeah,
Do you see
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's probably why. Because I'm the tech guy.
yeah.
I'm not the smooth business person.
Fair enough.
That I'm very short fused with all that shit. Like, there's some bands, like, I get it, you want to ask that much money. I understand. Like, they're worth that. And there's bands I've told it's like, well, listen, I don't think I could offer that. Like, I've been offered some bands where it's like, I can't offer them the money that I know they're going to want.
Yeah.
So there's no, like, real reason to even try. I would just be insulting them and make everybody look like a bunch of assholes, So that's where it's at for me. I'm stuck in this weird fucking place where I don't have a bunch of huge corporate sponsors. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to give me sponsorship and you want to get this crazy, get your fucking crazy rich uncle oil guy fucking checkbook out and let's go. Fuck.
BigNateProductions.com.
Yeah, if you need a write-off, if you need an investment loss to put on that line on your fucking tax return, you fucking give it to me. I'll lose all your fucking money. I won't give it back to you. Just give me money. I won't give it back to you, and we'll have a rad festival.
There you go. So what can we expect at Calgary Metalfest?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh, man. March 1st.
You can expect 40-some bands from all around... From all around Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mostly Ontario West.
Yeah.
There was one band that applied from PEI, which last year... Where was...
Yeah, they were from
was
Nova
what
Scotia.
was that we had a
It's on
band
the tip of
from...
my tongue.
We had a band from Nova Scotia last year.
Vicious.
Vicious.
Yeah.
They were super awesome.
Did they do Vern's that night or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember seeing them. Yeah.
And then they played at the hangover party.
Okay. So what's your favorite Metalfest moment? Like something really awesome.
Well, I mean, it was really awesome, but it was really shitty too. I guess like everything, it is a double-edged sword. Probably when I was in the pit during DOP at
That was
Metalfest
amazing.
too.
I seen you and
That
Mark
was-
Russell moshing, man.
That was pretty fun. Yeah. It totally sucked at the same time after, which for reasons I won't say, but it just sucked. But in the moment, it was fucking awesome.
You
It
know
was
what?
amazing.
We the first.
You got to
night-
pay for your
If
birthday
anyone
party.
has
That's
film
what I'm going
of
to say.
that, if
So you're
anyone has
gonna-
film of that, please submit it.
Submit it. And you're turning 27 this year.
26, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
My favorite Metalfest moment is when it was a Calgary Metalfest 1.
Okay.
Our guitar player showed up late, and we weren't able to play.
Yeah, you guys were supposed to play
yeah.
first,
And
but
then we
you ended up
headlined the
headlining.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's how you headline a Metalfest, folks. No, I'm kidding. Don't ever do that.
Well, and you know what happened the other night is, and I love you, Rob, but I was at a party with Rob Salowich from Black as Sin the other night,
Yeah.
and he's like, Nate, you You realize we were the first band to play your festival, right?
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, I felt all bad and shit. But then we were looking at we have a history page,
Yeah.
and technically, Train Bigger Monkeys was the first band to play because they played
The pre-party.
first
Yeah.
at the
No,
pre-party.
Violent Signia played first.
No, they headlined.
No, Trainbreaker Monkeys played last.
Oh, they played last. Oh, I'm wrong. Violent Signia played first. Crazy. There you go. Now we know for sure. I was
Black
reading
as
it backwards.
Sin played first at the New Black.
At the New Black.
Because
at the
No More
official
Moments moved up
festival.
to head-
We're Metalfest headliners. Just
Yeah. First year, no big deal.
Yeah.
that was cool. That was really like helping, like, you know, push that festival was fun.
Well, again, and back to the New Black, right?
Yeah.
That was cool to be able to have an all ages show like that.
And you know what
You
was
could start it real early and go.
what was hilarious about
into
that
the
is,
evening.
like, well, not hilarious, like, really, what really made it special for us was the hardcore kids came out because Royal Blood played that, and their crowd stuck around for us, and like we just had an amazing time. And
Yeah, I heard Royal Blood was like doing backflips and shit.
yeah,
no, I know. I think that's why.
Jason, the singer, he comes to
I
our
saw
shows.
that.
He's a nice
I
guy.
know. Yeah, he's right. I think I saw Royal Blood play at the New Black, and he did that. He stuck a front flip right on the one.
Oh,
Like
shit.
right on this. I couldn't fucking believe it, man. Like he did a front flip during the pause and just like nailed the one, and it was so epic. I was like, I want this band for Metalfest. I remember just being like, this band is headlining Metalfest. That guy just did a flip.
Oh yeah,
Holy
for
fuck.
shows in Siksika.
Plus their tunes were crushed. But
They're heavy. For shows Siksika, Ninja Spy is going to be there in Siksika.
oh, when?
April 15th, I believe.
Oh,
They're going to that festival in Winnipeg on.
oh, Manitoba Metal Fest.
Yeah, I think that's like. So we're gonna hook them up. They're reissuing one of their records on vinyl.
Wow.
Ninja Spy's awesome too. Those guys are.
Mhm.
They're brothers, eh?
Yeah, all three of them are brothers.
I couldn't-
They're
I
a
couldn't do
three-piece,
it.
and all three. I don't think they can either.
Like I said, I just fought I fought my brother last night, and you know that was just.
Oh, I'm
being
sure those
stupid.
guys have fought each other before.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. We toured with them, and you could see them getting mad at each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, not,
Yeah.
How could you not? I mean, fuck. Imagine you three of you? Like, shut up. Like, it just turned into, like, fuck you, man. Like,
You got that
you're
fucking
brothers, right?
You
Like,
got that Power Rangers doll Christmas when we were 7. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
totally, yeah.
That's cool. Two brothers is all right, but three, like, you
That's
know?
nuts. That's nuts. That's never...
Are there any bands in Calgary that have brothers?
Blooded
Blooded
Pig.
Pig.
Blooded-
Okay.
Yeah,
Blooded
Al
Pig.
and Will, right?
Yeah.
Al and Will are
Throne of
brothers.
Vengeance.
Throne of Vengeance.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Throne of Vengeance.
Brothers.
Yeah. Who else?
What were the Lemley brothers? What are they?
Yeah, Numenorian.
Yeah. So,
And what other band do they have? Crepitus.
Okay,
Not
so the-
anymore. I don't,
Yeah.
does that mean we have,
Crepitus is on a
we have to have
hiatus.
like a brothers show? Is
Oh,
that
fuck.
an idea right there?
Twins?
Yeah.
The Gemini show.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
That could be. Well, that's what June is, isn't it? Isn't June Gemini? Yeah, it's I'm a Gemini. That's pretty funny. The Brothers show.
Brothers
Interesting. Yeah, at Nancy's birthday party / CMF fundraiser on April 3rd, we're doing the Spin the Wheel of Death Metal.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Death.
The Wheel of Death.
Metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're picking the lineup as we go. So spin the wheel, put up the first band plays, bring out the wheel, spin it again. So you don't know who's playing unless you're
Okay.
there. So fucking be there early if you want to see your favorite band, because we're not picking it all at the beginning or something and then posting it.
So who's all on the
It's an
lineup?
interactive live show. It's a live show. You have to go to the show for it to be live. Just so everybody knows. You have to be there at the show when it happens, and then it's live.
Awesome.
That makes sense, right?
So we got the Press Gang.
yeah,
Press
and
Gang, Oh Shit, Bloated Pig,
Black-
Every Hour Kills, and Black Pestilence.
You know
In any order.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was listening to that. Oh shit! Probably wants to play first or last. Yeah.
no, they Get to spin the wheel and see.
Fuck that. There's no cheating on the wheel this time, too. Nobody.
what?
I'm going to have a fucking armed guard standing next to that fucking thing.
Yeah, so...
You're going to get capped with an AK if you try to fucking touch the wheel.
Oh, the wheel's
Hey,
great.
Where did the Metalfest idea come from? Was it building up, or did it just like, I'm doing it this year?
I don't know. It literally just started as my birthday party.
Okay. All right.
What became an excuse to book all my friends, bands
yeah.
who are like doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like working and doing things.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing just to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like that. It's bands who are doing stuff, putting out stuff, working. You know, like doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just an excuse to be able to hang out with everybody and see everybody. You know what I mean? It's not... I'm not trying to set any fucking records here. I'm not trying to... I can't go for the big headliners even if I wanted to, which, I don't know, I don't even really want to, so...
You also donate to charity, I believe, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I get these giant posters made, and they're like 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide. And they're a big version of the poster, and I get all the bands to sign it, and then before the last band we do an auction, and we auction that fucker off for as much money as possible. And last year we did a couple of them because I made more than one. I made like a main one, and then I made one for each venue and all this stuff, so we auctioned off a few of them, and I think we ended up raising $1,500.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we gave it right. Did the picture with the big check with fucking...
Which charity did you...
Make-A-Wish, Southern Alberta.
Yeah.
So it's going right to the... So we got an invite to the pre-car show today because of the...
Oh, cool.
Because of that, yeah. So we're on some mailing list now. But,
Great.
Yeah. We get a sneak peek at the car show. Yeah, Nancy is. For some reason, anyways, whatever. We'll figure that all out, I guess. Check out righthookmics.com, bignateproductions.com, and calgarymetalfest.com. Cheers.
Fast Forward Weekly is closing down.
Yeah,
March
that's
5th.
nuts.
That was a bummer for...
That
you know
really
what? We
sucks.
just got an interview with them, and now they're closing down, and I never heard back from the dude.
Yeah, from what I read
sucks,
on
man.
their article, it seems like it was like they were just told, your last issue's in 2 weeks. There you go.
That's what it sounded like.
2 weeks notice, eh?
I
don't
hope the
know.
website continues.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
They said that in the article.
The website's gonna...
Well, they said it could still continue.
Well, do you remember back in 2012 when we were on that First Nations, that Native magazine?
I have that magazine,
You
yeah.
have it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I might have an extra copy. Do you
have
not
an
have
extra
one?
copy? I'd love it.
Okay.
I'll scratch off the other two guys' faces. No, I'm kidding.
What was it called?
New Tribe. You say they just closed their doors too for printing.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Print is on its way out, unfortunately.
I don't know. It sucks.
I mean, here... thanks for bringing this up. Hopefully nobody's listening to this. But I feel for these people.
Yeah.
But in another sense, I don't. Because do you feel for encyclopedia salesmen?
No.
Like, they're fucking dead dinosaurs. They couldn't... Like, they didn't go instantly from selling encyclopedias to selling encyclopedia CDs. Like, if they would have just instantly been like, well, you can buy it on CD-ROM, too, for how about this? I'll just sell you the CD for $25, you know, or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and that's why
I know
it'd
it's
be
a
great
huge difference, but
Fast Forward continued as a website. Because they
No,
could
I-
still have the classified, the musicians wanted, and the event listings.
I wish them the
And all
best,
that.
but it seems like other papers like Beetroot
Yeah.
are doing very good
Yeah.
because they're hiring. I mean,
Didn't they open
to
up
me,
to,
they're
like,
hiring
different-
writers
yeah.
like that are real and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like who are really involved. Like Fast Forward's totally different
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're more of an arts and culture magazine.
And it's all based on their sponsors too, right?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's good. I think they're kind of stuck in that old way of doing stuff.
Okay.
You have to be able to fucking, in this world of the internet, you got to be able to fucking move and jive and shake or you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all the stuff with the music business, you know, it's like they've lots of labels have gone under because they can't move with it. It seems like the whole business hasn't moved with it, you know.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's a totally different world now. There's no more money, so you got to be really good. Everything's got to be super effective, and I mean, when they're sitting there still trying to charge money for content, you got to approach it different. Like, I'm not charging anybody for this podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to put out a bunch of content, you know what I mean? Like, they would sit there and go, well, you're a drunk asshole that's just ranting on a microphone, when we're these refined writers who write in a paper, which is true. But, you know, at the same time, I don't know. I guess we're both not making any money, so fuck, who cares?
Fair
right?
enough. So
it's just got to be approached from a different angle in this new way of the internet, right?
So do you feel that zines, you know, like independently, you go and print off, you write a show article, post it on your whatever, your Facebook, do you think that should be more encouraged than an actual publication?
Well,
never stop writing. There's
Because,
lots of places online to get
like,
your
hey, go watch
word
this
out.
band, but what if you don't like them? You know what I mean?
well, then don't go. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like the internet is wild like that. Now everybody can put out everything all at once, right? So people are going to subscribe to what they want to see and hear, and if you're not part of what they want to see and hear, they're not going to subscribe to you, and that's just how it is. Like, if you can read a paper on the internet and everybody's spending all this money to make papers, I mean, fuck, at what point do you just pull it and go, we're going to have skeleton staff and do this internet thing? Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
That's true.
that's kind of...
I was surprised actually to hear that a lot of people still looked to Fast Forward for events. Like, even with all the Facebook and all the stuff where we hear about the shows, that was still where they heard about local shows from.
Well, and
you know,
one
that's
thing...
why I hope it keeps going, the events.
And one thing that, like, if Fast Forward does totally go under, like, somebody else needs to pick this up, is the Musicians Wanted ads.
Yeah.
Because that's how
That's
I met...
the one, yeah.
That's how I met every motherfucking person I know in this goddamn city. Was by picking up this free paper and going, oh, bass player and metal band, yeah, I'll give this guy a call. You know, and I've been on both sides of it where I've tried out for them, and it's good, bad, or ugly, and we've put ads in there and gone through 100 dudes that are usually horrible. I mean, but the ones that are good and stick, that's, you know, like, you end up making friendships with these people. So there needs to be a local way to connect like that, and I don't think it's Kijiji or
some,
you know, there
random
still
Facebook
needs there still needs to be that paper where it's like that guy that doesn't know how to use the internet because he's been playing, you know, his guitar for 14 hours a day for the last 20 years of his life, doesn't know how to use the internet. He can pick up that paper and join a band. You know, I think that's
okay.
That to me, for me personally, is the biggest loss for Fast Forward. That's the only part. To me, that and I Saw You and like the horoscope. That's all I read in any paper, anyways. That's just how I am.
And that crossword puzzle.
And the crossword puzzle and the Sudoku. You know, like that's all I give a shit about. The comics.
Okay, so you know, there's a lot of bands coming up nowadays. How do you feel the best way to put out your music? Online, tape, CD, record, USB stick.
Yeah.
What's the best? What do you feel is? Where's the market at?
Well,
In
I
your
don't know.
perspective, of course.
I think it's all like for the bands that are putting out tapes. I can see why they do it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
You can't rip it to an MP3.
Vinyls. No,
that's cool.
There's actually
you can, but it's just not easy.
Yes,
there's a record player where you can
totally.
You can burn it to
a
CD.
USB record player. Yeah, I've seen that.
I've been collecting a lot of records lately.
I noticed you brought over some records. Why did you think I had a record player?
Well, I was hoping.
I know. You would think. You would think I would. That would be really awesome, and I should.
You know, Sloth Records is amazing.
Sloth.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
You can buy concert tickets there.
Yeah.
Records, CDs. Like, I think music preservation is through buying a CD or a record. You know.
Yeah, well, I can see why the record has come back, because it's like a tangible fucking thing you can hold in your hand, you know? I think that's what people are really, like, weirded out and disenfranchised by, is this whole, like, not that music is recorded digitally necessarily or anything, well, I mean, some people are, but more that it's traded digitally now, which is weird, because, you know, your fucking computer could fry, and now you can't get the fucking song like that you paid for, you know, when it's not a computer, it's music, you know. It's like music should be a tangible thing. And now that, like, the record's coming back, because that's more of a tangible thing than a CD. It's more than a CD. It's nice, like a big beefy fucking disc that, and they do sound better,
a piece
you know
of
what
art.
I mean? Like, especially if they're mastered for vinyl and all this stuff, they do sound better. So I can see why people are into that. It's a bigger art, the bigger, crazier art.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And like, what
you roll weed on it.
Records kind of like restored my faith in buying music. You know what I mean? Because I used to buy CDs like, you know, crazy when I was a teenager.
Yeah, me
and
too.
Like, I stopped when iTunes came out.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, well, fuck, I want to give back. And then about 3 years ago, I started buying records, and I feel like I'm giving back to the artist, right?
Well, for sure, yeah.
It's cool that independent bands are putting out their own shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like the record label,
yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, not really. I've never been signed or anything, but it would suck. It sounds like it would suck. It sounds like it would be a thing. Like, unless, it depends. The way the internet's changed the whole business, nobody really wants to be signed anymore, let alone sign. I mean, there really is still very few bands who are out there fucking doing it 24/7, you know, on the road, go, go, go. Like, there's very few bands like that.
Yeah.
And those are the only bands that a record label would want to sign. I mean, there's not very few. I make it sound like in the States there's tons, and there's tons up here in Canada. But, you know, everybody just thinks because they can put a band together that they deserve to be signed or something. Well, you have to be a working band that's out there touring and playing, you know, write, record, repeat. You know, like I always say, like, fucking write, record, tour. Like, you've got to, like, if you need something to promote, and you need to promote something, you know, you need to get yourself out there. Like, that's kind of the quote unquote selling out. It's like, if you make a CD or a vinyl or anything, you've sold out, you know. So
that's true.
I mean, like, I think Maynard said that or something, but if you're selling something at the side of your stage, you're fucking sellout. So get over that, right? Like, everybody just get the fuck over that. Even if you sat there and made a fucking tape and you're selling it for $5, unless you're giving them all away, you're a fucking sellout. And like, even then, you're kind of selling out because you have something. You know? Like, that's a weird term, eh? But,
okay, so just say
the label thing is like, you have to really be fucking killing it and making money. You have to be a small business unto yourself before you're fucking a label will have interest in you. That's just how it is.
To the teenage kid who's probably listening to this.
Okay, interesting.
Here, I have a question for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You start your band, right?
Okay.
Do you feel that you should play shows first or put the record out first? Because I know Kayaktis, you guys put your CD out before you guys started playing shows? Or how did that work?
I don't know about that.
Like, do you think you should play shows first, then build up to a CD release, or put the music out first? And then
so you're saying a teenage kid is asking me this?
Well, this is like if I were
your first band.
If I were to rewind and go back
in your first band,
to be in my first band.
Here's a really weird thing, man. Is like it kind of doesn't matter what I say, because even if I said the exact perfect thing that would be exactly right, until you go out and make the mistakes, even if it's explained to you perfectly, even if it's written down in a fucking manual, you almost won't follow the manual. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to make the mistakes to know why to do certain things.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would say try to be organized, systematic, and methodical, but just go out and do it. As long as you're doing stuff, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now there's a certain point, like you can masturbate too many times in a day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're playing the same show in the same place 9 times a month, like yeah, you're doing something, but you're kind of not really. Like now, if you're playing 9 shows a month all around the province or your state or wherever the fuck, sure, awesome, that's cool, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I find a lot of bands do that. They play, Verns 20 fucking times before they record, and then so yeah, I mean, I would say get out there, but try to record as fast as you can. Like not as fast as you can, as good as you can, as fast as you can, and just try to put yourself out there as much as you can in as many places as you are, because that's the beauty of recording, is that once you record, you have something to promote. You have a reason to go out and show this to people, and that's what you say. You're like, we're out here fucking promoting our record. We're not just out here touring to fucking party. We're out here, we want to buy our fucking record because we think it's awesome. We're going to play it for you now. Like that. I find people read magazines and get caught up in shit, and they're like, let's start a band, and then they just like they just go out. Like I remember when I was that age, like, let's just go out for the glory and fucking just play as many shows as we can, and that's cool, but you've got to have it under control in a sense where set it up in a tour. Set up a tour.
What was crazy about us?
Get out there, get outside of your comfort zone. Nothing changes until you get outside of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't affect the world around you unless you get outside of your little bubble. I've just found that in being human, fucking existing, right? Anyway, sorry, that was long rant.
Those are really cool words.
Well, thank you.
Go play at a Hutterite colony or something. Get out of
Fuck, I don't care. You book a gig in Stettler, book a gig fucking wherever you can, just not in your town. Go fucking get out there and show it to people, right? Because you'll learn real quick. Your friends aren't there.
Yeah.
So if you suck, your friends will be like, your friends aren't there, and this guy, you suck, and everybody's like, man, we should tighten up these songs or something. That'll really make you get good fast. You know what I mean? Yeah. Getting out there, right?
When me and Ty started my band in high school, we weren't into like the whole. We were just like, we'd go to school and then we'd jam and then go to bed and go to school. That was our thing in high school, right?
Right.
And we never really thought about, like, I never thought I'd be like.
That's the thing. At
that
age, you're not thinking about the big picture, right?
I never thought it'd be
shouldn't be.
Never thought it'd be headlining Metalfest in Calgary.
Oh fuck the next year. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I feel that being in a band you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna be mainstream and famous. It's a way of survival too, right? Because
no, in this day and age, like famous. Who wants to be? Would you want to be famous?
I wouldn't want to be Kanye West.
What?
I wouldn't want to be Kanye West, eh?
Oh fuck. Yeah, no shit. Me neither. I just wouldn't want to be famous. It would be annoying.
Yeah.
I kind of have a little bit of like local stupid fame within like 3 blocks, and it's kind of annoying. When you get like whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like I have paparazzi following me around, but sometimes it's like, who are you? And they're like, oh, dude, come on, man. And you're like, fuck. Sorry, we met twice. Like, what's your fucking name again? Don't get pissy.
Like, I think, you could say it's fame, but to us, you're more of an inspiration.
Oh.
And this isn't no ass.
Oh, we gotta end this now. We're gonna fucking make out
that's
now.
It's over.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
We're at 2 hours.
But
we're at 2 hours.
Are we at 2 hours?
Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, like my band, After the Prophet, we really look up to you because we know you're working hard and you're doing your thing.
Well, you know what? The respect is mutual.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show everybody soon what I mean. And, like, that's what I love about you guys, is there's a fucking common air of respect.
Yeah.
Which sounds funny, but is kind of fucking weirdly rare in this world that we live in.
That's true.
So for me, it means a lot.
Thank you.
And thank you as well, because common courtesy and common respect isn't so common anymore. So that's like big points in my fucking world with what I do, because it's not a money thing for me. It's just what I do. I mean, I'm gonna make fuck you money here.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. But fuck you money will just make this more awesome. We'd be sitting in a sick ass studio right now. It'd be so fucking
your
badass.
driveway.
It'd be warm.
Well, you know what? Tonight was really amazing because I ate really awesome pizza. I got to hang out with my favorite people.
Yeah.
Sorry for not hanging out with you. I've been really busy with like school.
Oh, it's
and
all
shit,
good,
but
man. Well, I just want to say this. Thank you for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
There you go.
Fucking, that's how I end the podcast.
That's amazing.
So thanks for being here, Carlin. It's much
Thank you, man.
appreciated.
And if you're listening, like I said,
Let's
Nate.
plug your shit again.
Okay, no more
Right.
moments. No more moments.bandcamp.com. No more moments at Instagram, Twitter. No more moments. You'll find us. And you know what? If you want to hang out with us, Calgary Metalfest, June 3rd to June 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3rd through 6th, yeah.
And Right Hook Mics, Big James,
RightHookMics.com.
you're killing it.
Yeah, Big James is coming through with X's Fries. He's killing it.
They'll probably have mics on tour to sell too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I hope so. Fuck, I want to buy a couple more for the studio.
And the Platinum Project, is that still running?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
It
Yeah, go
is.
buy their album for $1.
Access for Us, buy their shit. Get them
Yeah.
$1 million. Or,
Go to XSFries.com. Buy their album for $1.
and other shout-outs on myself, go to all the live music venues in Calgary. You know, we got, the Night Owl, Dickens Pub, the Palomino, Vern's, Lord Nelson's, the Drum and Monkey, the Ship and Anchor. You know what?
Yeah, yeah.
Support your scene. Come on.
Are we-
Yeah, go get.
Are we going
get
to the
out.
Night Owl right now?
And we're going to go to the Night Owl right now.
Are we?
It's already 11. Holy.
Holy fuck! I don't know.
But you know what? Just support anything independent, because support our local shops, support Sloth Records.
Yeah, if you're gonna go to fucking Black Sabbath and have Black Sabbath sold out with 20,000 people, go to a fucking local show
Yeah.
once a month. Get a fucking sitter. Go stand at the back. Nobody's gonna hurt you. You can go to all these. That's one thing. I know we're ending the show here. Not to digress, but when I first moved here, it was like, oh, you could go there, but back alley. Well, that's dangerous. And then it's like, there's this one place called the Underground, but I'd never go there. And you're like, what? Fuck. I went there and I was like, this place is fucking amazing, man. So everybody's cool. Just come hang out. Don't worry. You're not going to get... Unless you're a total fucking bad drunk piece of shit that can't fucking hang out with people, then don't come out. Don't come out. But if you just want to come out and check out some fucking real live music, it's happening all the time. Like Carlin said, all
Everywhere.
the venues in town, and everybody's killing it and doing their best.
Also, support charities. There are people that need things. What's the charity called with
Oh, Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish, man.
Southern Alberta.
Make someone dream come true,
Yeah. I go with them because they affect this area.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I go with them. in
Make-A-Wish,
particular.
Southern Alberta, and you know what? And just keep supporting local music. We're gonna go see a band play probably after this, maybe.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on the show. I had a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah.
I got hard in Nate's backyard.
Nate's backyard, which is actually my side yard, but that's okay. Nobody needs
Thanks.
to know that.
Thanks for coming, Carlin.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for Googling, Nancy.
Google. Also, and for other shoutouts, After the Prophet, they're amazing. Check them out.
Citizen Rage is on tour.
Citizen Rage is on tour. The Electric Revival.
Stab Twist Pull
Stab
CD
Twist Pull,
release.
March 7th. Dickens Pub.
Yeah,
Amazing bands.
Go to the Wacken Metal Battle this Thursday. It's the final of 4 preliminaries. That will figure out...
That's going to be awesome, eh?
Yeah, that will figure out who is... There will be an Alberta or a Calgary final March 6th at Dickens.
And didn't someone just win the Prairie one?
Yeah, congratulations to Endless Chaos.
Fucking A.
From Winnipeg. They won the Prairie final. They're going to Toronto.
And for other shoutouts, my band, No More Moments, they can't be here right now.
Yeah.
They're
check out No More Moments.
They're amazing. My pal Allison, you're amazing. Emmett from After the Prophet.
What?
My older bro, his name's Chase. We beat each other up last night. I threw my shoe at his face, man. That was kind of mean.
Oh, fuck. There you go.
WWE WrestleMania sometime end of March. Cataplexus.
Yeah,
Triton,
Doberman.
X's for Eyes, and His Last Words.
Yeah, that's March 20th.
That's gonna go to that show. That's gonna be amazing. Every band on that fucking lineup kills.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
that
crusher.
show will rule.
That, like, not to say that any other show doesn't rule, but that show is amazing. Like, the band can make good music, but the people in the band are just nice people too.
There's some other shows too. We should talk about that Benighted show. That's coming up soon. Benighted's they're from France. They're coming through on tour.
That's like March 11th.
Wednesday, March 11th.
Wednesday, March 11th.
Benighted, Bukaki, Path to Extinction, and Train Bigger Monkeys.
Yeah,
Wow.
fuck. That's at Dickens too. Go check that out.
And Death God and Reverend Killer Monday or Sunday at Morgan's Pub.
Tomorrow night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm going to that for sure.
Check out Mastodon and Clutch at
Oh, what?
Oh,
McEwen
yeah.
Hall.
Yeah.
McEwen Hall's doing, when's that? April 18th?
April 21st.
20, okay. And, of course, Calgary Metalfest.
Yeah. Calgary Metalfest, June 3rd through 6th.
And
What else we got?
Go to bignameproductions.com. Check out all the cool. You can see. You can look up most of these dates there.
yeah.
At Nate's Backyard on Twitter. I got a Facebook page
And
too.
if you want to start a band or you want to jam, go to the Night Owl every Wednesday for the Rock for Dollars. BJ Downey and the Night Owl crew are hosting that. You can win money.
That's another one.
Anvil is playing
Anvil.
at Dickens on March 24th. Is that?
Yeah, with Lucid Scream and Alcatine.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Man, that's
some crazy Tuesdays and Wednesdays coming up here.
yeah. So you're gonna
Fuck.
be booking. You're gonna be midweek partying here. Anything at Tubby?
Just mixing. That's when I work.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, when everybody's partying is when I work. That's why I'm
Yeah.
partying when everybody's working.
Anything at Tubby Dog? Tubby Dog's fun. There's always a show at Vern's every night, basically.
Yeah.
Any other cool shows?
Well, here's a good one at Vern's. March 27th, Scythia.
Oh,
Mongol and Outlaws of Ravenhurst.
Outlaws of
Oh
Ravenhurst
shit!
is amazing.
Go back in time
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the metal.
the metal.
Yeah, I think that's a Scythia tour kickoff. They're going down to South America or
Yeah,
something cool.
fuck. Scythia's
Yeah.
playing in South America.
No way, really?
Congrats to those guys, man.
That's awesome.
Fucking
Yeah.
shout out.
Scythia's and what's Cage's
They-
production?
they-
What's Cage's production
And-
company?
Annihilatrix.
Annihilatrix. Yeah,
She's
they're
having
doing
her
they're doing
two-year
that.
show.
They're doing that Benighted show as
Yeah,
well.
she's doing her 2-year show at the Night Owl,
14 bands upstairs, downstairs.
and No More Moments is playing that too. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
and I
Fuck
think Lordosis is coming back.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're gonna
Nice.
reunite for that show.
Cool.
They're still a band, I think.
Yeah. They just haven't been active.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're heavy. Holy shit,
Yeah, they're trippy too.
they're really
They got
good.
cool samples,
Saxophone stuff going on.
saxophone and weird stuff. Yeah.
So there's like Calgary. There's a lot of good shows going on, and like I said before, if any touring bands, friends of Nate, get in contact with me, Carlin Blackrabbit, Facebook. We'll hook you up. All right.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. We'll feed you. We'll make it fun.
I can attest personally that they will hook you up. It's fucking awesome out there. One quick last Siksika story.
All right.
When Kilyakai played at Siksika
Oh
Metal
my
Fest,
god, man.
I can't believe I might edit this into the show earlier.
Yeah.
Killikai's playing, my old band. We're playing on stage, and this dude jumps up on stage, and
That was amazing.
I'm like, wow, okay. And he turns his back to the crowd, and he's saying like he's gonna go,
Catch me.
or he can't. He jumped up initially, and he
kept diving
stage
into the
dove,
crowd, right?
but there wasn't very much crowd.
No.
And I think he did that twice, and then
Yeah.
the third time he came up and he turned his back to the crowd. And I remember I was like giving her fucking headbanging hard, and I look out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's gonna do a fucking backflip off the stage.
yeah.
And then he totally did it, but like the stage kind of gave out, like the stage, like just the way the whole kinesiology of how he like pushed
Yeah.
out at a weird angle,
Yeah.
and the stage kind of fucking moved on him, and he lost all his momentum, and he just smoked his head,
his face
the
right on
back
the
of his, or was it his face?
face.
It's something in his head. He smoked on. I remember hearing it over the band.
The funny
It
thing
was
was,
like, you're like, oh boy.
Wes like stopped singing for like a second. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?" And we're trying to wake him up. We're trying to. He was knocked out for like.
he
2
was knocked
minutes.
out.
We're trying to get him up.
That was a fucking...
That was-
See, that's the kind of shit that happens out there. It's like there's no fucking rules. There's no like. Do whatever the fuck you want out there, man. I love it.
He smacked.
I
me
mean, as long as you're not being a fucking asshole prick, you can do whatever you want. It's awesome.
Like, I'm sure he probably doesn't remember it, but Cairo remember it.
Oh man, that was one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me.
Seeing
on
that
stage.
was cool, but your guys' reaction was hilarious. Though, like,
Oh,
he
fuck.
was like, "Is this guy fucking dead, or
Yeah,
what's going on?"
Well, there's a big pool of blood too. Like, I mean, not a huge. Like, I remember it was backstage. He was like sitting there. He had a bleeding nose, and he was like sitting there, like leaking into this pool. It was like, I saw it. I was like, "Holy fuck, is that guy dead?" Because he wasn't there anymore. But yeah, it's like, fuck, man. I mean, that's what Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard's all about. You know what I mean? Just like, get fucking crazy. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to smash your head on something, well, that's what you get. I didn't do that. You didn't do that. But it was sure fun to watch. So go, feel free, everybody.
One more question before we end.
Okay.
What was your worst, like, injury, stage injury, or anything like that? I remember you banging your head at the lights at Dickens. Remember those weird
That
lights?
happened. Well, one time, there's two. I got two. One good one and one little one. Fucking at the Underground.
Yeah.
Everything was painted black on the stage, and there was this like ventilation, like, you know, one of those big rectangular, it's probably 3 feet wide, but it was all painted black, so I didn't see it. And I was going down to plug something in, and I tried to go through this thing like it wasn't even there, and it cut the middle of, like, the top of my head open like a wrestler, and there was just blood fucking down my face, and I'm like, oh, fuck, are you serious? Like, it didn't even fucking hurt, right? I'm just, like, trying to get my gear set up. And I'm like, fuck, and I go to the bathroom, and there's, like, blood running down my face. And this guy's like, man, you're about to go on stage. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you washing that off? I'm like, fuck, really? Like, I'm going to headbang fucking blood all over everybody. Like, settle down. We're not that kind of fucking band, all right? So I kind of, but... And then there's another time when we opened up for Fear Factory. This is so fucking weird. We're opening up for Fear Factory. I'm playing, and I look down at my hand, and it was like somehow, some way, I don't know how. I believe this is an old bass I don't have anymore either. But I got this splinter right across, like right where my middle finger meets my hand. In that, I got this splinter right across my finger. It was like some fucking weird little gnome had like a fucking blow tube thing, and he fucking shot it into my finger. It can't, because I looked at my neck, like as soon as it happened after that song, there was like nothing rough on my neck. But it looked like you can even see that line there. It made that line. Like, fucking weird, man. It just shot right into, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I took my teeth and I pulled it out on stage with my teeth and fucking spit it out, and I was like, fuck, I just got some crazy splinter, like out of fucking some magical fucking splinter. It was so weird.
Oh man, splinters, gashes to the head, and bear mace. Be aware, it's gonna happen to you if you're in a band.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Damn. Well, thanks again, guys. Nate, Nancy, JL, the pizza was amazing.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Here's to a few. Are we gonna do that?
All right. Here's a few more. Yeah. They're not sponsors yet, so we can't. I don't know if we should do that.
Right.
Until they start paying me monthly.
Mark Russell, I want a shot next time I see you.
Yeah, you owe Carlin money for a shot.
And Lisa Bastard Photography. She's amazing.
Oh yeah, she did an art thing last night.
I want to shoot her, because if you're in a band or you want like wedding photos or I don't know, whatever kind of photos you want, Lisa Bastard, you'll find her.
Yeah, check out the beer CalgaryBeerCorps.com, and you can see all her photos on there.
She's a really great photographer, and you know what? She deserves to take pictures of you, and you guys give her money.
Yeah, that's right. You deserve to give her money because she's that good.
She'll capture your life-changing moments.
Fuck yeah. Well, again, thanks for Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard, everybody.
For the 5th time, Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard.
Cheers.
Brother.
This is the longest one so far.
Awesome.
Good. Cheers.
Get the fuck off of our